Hey, you guys, it's Jayme Morant, and I wanted to go over some budgeting basics with you today. Yes, we're going to be talking about finances, which is the foundation of every household. When you think about finances, you think about resources. This is what you use to survive in life. Resources are what you do to exchange for a product or service or any type of good that you'll be receiving. So I know in a lot of homes that finances can be a touchy topic. When you think about marriages, most divorces happen because of finances, because we don't have control of them. We don't take our time to do the foundational thing, which is budgeting, facing it head on, knowing what you're making, and doing what you have to do to be financially sound. So let's get started today. So first thing first, let's get some slides up here. All right. So let's talk about budgeting basics. So the first thing first, determine your income. When you're thinking about budgeting, you have to know what you're making. You have to know what's coming in the house. So if that takes you sitting down, finding a way to track and know what you're bringing in. The Bible speaks about being a good steward over your resources. So to be a steward over something means to manage. So if you don't know or have a clue about what you're bringing in the house, it is impossible to even manage it. So let's be a good manager over our finances. So first thing first is determine your income. All right. So after you determine your income, you want to set a savings and debt payoff plan or plan or goal. So you want to know what you have in place is going to work. That is a goal. So goals are a detailed plan of information of how you will get from one point to the next point. So that means you have to sit there and you have to first know what you're making, make a detailed plan about what you want to achieve. You want to know what's your debts. So if you got credit cards, if you got car payment, a mortgage, or you have different investment properties that you had in the past that you need to get rid of, you want to tally up all these things, and then you will want to basically set a goal of how you're going to get from where you are to where you need to be. If there's that family vacation you want to take, you definitely want to set a savings goal to know how much you need to save, how much you want to spend on your vacation. You want to be a good manager over your resources. That is your first responsibility. All right. After you set some goals, you now want to record spending and track your progress. So you want to know, is this working? So in order to know if it's working, you want to track your spending. You want to track your progress. If it's not adding up, that means you might need to reevaluate some things. So if you're not tracking it and you don't know if it's being measured, anything that I'm what's the how it's supposed to go. So basically, anything that grows should be measured. So if you're growing financially sound, you can see evidence of it. So if it's not measuring out to the right amount, so basically if it's not working, if it's not adding up, it's not making sense, then you might want to reevaluate your plan, your goals, so that you can be where you want to be. All right. After you spend time recording and tracking your progress, you want to make sure you're being realistic. So a lot of times we become fearful, we become discouraged, we become anxious because we don't set realistic goals for ourselves. If you're not being real with yourself, then you basically will set yourself up for failure. If I know I made only $500 every 2 weeks, and my goal is to save $10,000 a month, and I am really in my heart striving to do such a thing, and it's not happening, I'm being depressed. I'm fearful. I'm discouraged because it's not working out. And that's because I haven't been real with myself. I know that it's impossible for me to do at this time. And if you want to really be real with yourself, you must know the truths. So basically, the first truth you should always know is we all start at different levels. We don't all make the same amount of money. we have to start from where we at. So realistically, let's say, hey, I must put away $50 a month. I want a vacation. I want to make an investment next year. So put away small amounts. And guess what? Slow and steady wins the race. Don't compare yourself to other people. That could really set you up for failure. In a society that is social media driven, we do have our Twitter fingers out, we have our Facebook fingers out, and we're strolling, and we're comparing ourselves to other people. And doctors have determined that is causing a lot of anxiety in our society because people are always constantly comparing themselves to other people. But I want to empower you today. Do not compare yourself to others. Keep your eyes on the goal and you will achieve everything you set out to do. So be realistic with yourself and just know we all start on a different level of playing field. But guess what? You can achieve everything you want to. You have to put in the work. You have to be a mindful person, a good steward over your resources. You have to plan it out so that you won't fail. If you have a roadmap, that is your point of reference to success. So definitely you want to be realistic and be real with yourself. Set goals, face your finances head on, and you will get on the right track. So definitely, if you need resources, I just want to offer this quick advice to you. I do have a resource tab on my webpage, which is www.jaymemorant.com. And what you can do is go there, and there's a free financial budgeting planner there. You can print this out, put it in a binder, and you can start from there with keeping track of your finances, your resources, how much you're spending, how much you're saving, and then you can achieve your financial goals. Also, keep in mind, you have to have an emergency savings. That is one of the most important things that I can encourage you to do in a time like this. It is a time where we're dealing with COVID-19. A lot of people are laid off. A lot of people don't have income coming in. And a lot of people that are not working, which are labeled non-essential, if you didn't have a savings plans, you're probably really struggling at a time like this. But be empowered. Now you can use this time to financially proof and debt proof your finances. This is a time to get what you need so that if this was to happen again, not that we want bad things to happen, but if they do happen, you are prepared for the storm. Every year we have storms around the same time in August. Hurricanes come. It is up to you to be prepared for the storm. So there are savings formats that I have on my page where you can start off with trying to save $1,000. It goes up to like 2, then it's like 3, 5, and then it goes up to 10,000 for those more advanced savings that you want to save. I do encourage you, if you have a family, to have an emergency savings. If there's something was to go wrong with your tires, you ever been most people do live paycheck to paycheck. So when something happens to your tire or there's an emergency, you don't have any money to do what you need to do and you'll be flat on your back. But if you have an emergency savings, you have something to go to keep you afloat. So be empowered. We all make mistakes, but guess what? You can get on the right track. I just wanted to empower you with financial budgeting basics. This is some basic stuff that you can use to step up to success and get on the right track that you need to. Y'all be blessed and stay empowered and stay connected. And I will have different resources that you can use to keep yourself afloat. So visit the website and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.